Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, I did say that I was going to deliver 2 out of the 3 packages, but I am unaware whether there are cutscenes. So I am right here with Kavros Till. He is one of the Voss settlers, and we're going to try and see whether he has anything to say. If he doesn't have anything to say, then this is going to be a complete waste of time, but then I will at least know what I need to do.
I held up my end of the deal.
You bring yourself honor, outsider.
Aha. Yes. I am not pleased about this. Yes, okay. Well, that I think that's basically summing up that entire mission, and I'm not going to be doing the others. But what I am going to be doing is partaking in some companion conversations, because I feel as though that would be pretty nice to do. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start from our very first companion. That will be Corso, and we'll speak to him, and then we will speak to the next one, which was, I believe, Bodar, and then Gus, and then Risha, and then Akavi. That is how the order will go. So let's have a look at what Corso has to say.
Look, Captain, I try not to get sentimental around you, but hear me out. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're my family, as much or more than the one the Separatists took. As long as I live, I'll be here to serve you, and your children after if I last so long.
I wouldn't want to try any of this without you.
You're a good friend, Captain. And seriously, keep that children thing in mind. You've got too many talents not to pass them on. Every kid needs an uncle who's good with a DX-R6 heavy carbine.
Oh, that is really nice. Corso is a really nice guy. I mean, he has a little bit of naivete every now and again, and he is a little bit weird about naming his guns and stuff, but I think he's a really nice guy, and he's extremely loyal, and I don't think I could ever ask for a better first companion. Actually, there are many good first companions, but I think Corso is one of the better ones. Anyway, let's speak with Bodar.
I think of you as family too, Bodar.
Oh, that is so nice. Oh, that is really, really cool. Okay, so yeah, Bodar is also apparently going to be protecting us and our family, which is really fantastic. I like that a lot. Okay, so it's now down to Gus. Did we get Gus or Risha first? Oh, I don't actually know. I've forgotten now, but Gus is right here, so let's speak with him first.
You know, you're the kind of guy, you know where you stand. Either you're laughing or you're shooting. I would have done much better with someone like you. Master Lauren was just ice. You had no idea if he even knew you were in the room.
If I could, I'd teach you what to do with that lightsaber.
Oh, Captain. If you were my master, I might have practiced. Or at least not released the Kowakian monkey lizards into your dressing room. Maybe that was a bad plan.
Kowakian monkey lizards? Of course, of course. Who else but Gus would release Kowakian monkey lizards into a Jedi's dressing room? Oh, hilarious.
Captain, I just want to say thank you. I could never have imagined you would put up with me for this long. When I first came on board with you, I thought it was going to be a few weeks at most before you left me on some isolated moon.
Once you're in my crew, you're family.
Aw, Captain, you'll make me cry. Seriously, though, this is my family. More than the Jedi. More than the one I was born to. I've never been able to be myself anywhere like I have with you. I'll never leave you.
Wow, it seems like this is... Wow, that is really touching, but the thing is that with the Smuggler, apparently all of the companions are extremely sweet and very, very kind. I mean, obviously we haven't gotten to the prickly ones yet, because obviously most of the people we've spoken to so far are mostly light side, but obviously Akavi is kind of dark, and Risha is kind of dark, or technically professional, quote-unquote. So I'm going to speak to Akavi first, mainly because... I know I said that I was going to save her for last, but mainly because Risha is our romance option, I think it would be nice to end on that note. So, let's speak to Akavi.
I have a name.
Kavi?
Not me. I know whose order Moff Tyrek signed. To execute my clan, it was sent by Imperial Major Stan Wu. I've heard of him. He is a liaison between the Empire and hired bounty hunters. I will kill him.
You can't just walk up to an Imperial Major and blast him. Do you have an actual plan?
I'll exploit the Major's position and turn it against him. The Major is hiring the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. I will go there and present myself as one of them. Once I secure a meeting with Major Stan Wu, all that's left is to pull the trigger.
Take your time and enjoy. I recommend aiming for the kneecaps first.
There's no honor in torture. But he will live long enough to know why his life is ending. If we do not see each other again, retursia me.
You made it back alive. I assume the Imperial wasn't so lucky.
That sniveling worm was no more the architect of my clan's destruction than Moff Tyrek was. I left him alive, wallowing in his disgrace. Major Stan Wu ordered the execution because of lies told to him by another Mandalorian, Tayari Rook. The true crime rests with him.
That must have been one whopper of a lie to get your whole clan wiped out.
Rook presented Major Stan Wu with evidence that Clan Spar reneged on a contract. My people were hired to destroy transport ships full of young Jedi, but the Empire's target survived. If Clan Spar had accepted that contract, the Jedi would be dead. Rook framed us.
You already know what to do. Find this Rook and stick a blaster in his face.
I've already begun my hunt for Tayari Rook. I will settle his debt to Clan Spar.
Wow. Now that is cool. Now, I think I might like to just say why I went with dark side options there. The Empire, okay? The Empire, full stop. That's all I have to say. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. The Empire is absolutely hated by Quickdraw McGraw, and so whenever he has a chance to attack them or kill them or whatever, he's going to do that. So, yeah, do have to bear that in mind. And I do realize that his personality has changed rather significantly over the course of this series, and that's probably just due to my own sort of perspective being changed every now and again because of the twists and turns in the series as well. So there is that.
Why am I here, Captain? I've been clear about my reason for joining you, but I never understood what you want from me. Am I a hired gun, or is there something more?
I may have started that way, but now you're a part of my crew. Your family.
We've a proverb. Ali Arisha Taldine. Family is more than bloodline, but it refers to adoption by a clan, not... Why did you assemble this crew? It is too momentous a decision to make on impulse. Do your loyalties truly lie with the Republic?
When the Empire's cantina starts serving deuterium pyrus, maybe I'll reconsider.
The Republic worships its own weakness. They waste their warriors defending those who cannot care for themselves. They call for loyalty to a government of strangers instead of a family and clan. You could do better. Tell me, Captain, how do you choose your path in life? What guides you?
Mostly I follow the credits, and more is always better.
I thought only droids were ruled by numbers. I adhere to the Res Sonare, the core of what it means to be Mandalorian, a sacred law giving us direction and purpose. Education and armor, self-defense, our tribe, our language, our leader, all help us survive. We must educate our children as Mandalorians, obey the commands of Mandalore, speak Mandoa, and defend our clans.
I'm thinking the galaxy has the wrong idea about Mandalorians. You people sound all right.
Few have the strength to follow the ReformistTM. That is why the weak always hate us. My travels with you have been worthwhile, Captain. Few Mandalorians experience Republic space as I have. Fewer still see the Jedi up close without having to kill them.
I appreciate your restraint. What is it with Mandalorians and Jedi anyway?
We can only grow stronger through conflict against worthy foes. Jedi are the most respected warriors in the galaxy, and yet, they have never truly defeated the Mandalorians. No matter how punishing our defeats by them, we always return. One day the Jedi will bow down before us. There is a method to your madness. When we met, I thought your fighting was driven by impulse, with no strategy or plan. But I began to see a pattern in the chaos.
No, you were right the first time. I've got no idea what I'm doing.
I have been studying your moves for some time now. I have thought of incorporating some of your tricks into my own repertoire. It would certainly earn me the edge of surprise should I be among Mandalorians again. I have learned more about the scum who betrayed my clan. Tiari Rook claims he has earned the title Mandalorian. But I heard nothing of him passing the trials of strength and courage required to join a clan.
Sell your services as a Mandalorian without the whole honor and loyalty thing? Why didn't I think of that?
Because any true Mandalorian would be honor-bound to kill you. I have called myself Mandalorian since I left my mother's side at age 3 to begin training. It is not easy to put that behind me.
Do you want to go back? Live as a Mandalorian again?
My father's training will always be part of me. I had a jetpack and blaster before I ever had a friend. Keba Jirir, Garade, Jagisha Day, Kotla Adalisha Day, Kotla Shaya. Train your sons to be strong, but your daughters to be stronger. I do not presume to question your choice of crewmates, but I am curious. Why allow yourself to be surrounded by the weak? Only the Wookiee displays any strength of character. He understands honor. The rest are petty criminals.
Cut the farm boy some slack. He's good in a fight. He even has a conscience.
He is too weak of spirit to make hard choices. He will hesitate and fail you. One thing a Mandalorian never has to question is a clanmate's honor. I could always count on the strength of my fellow warriors. I always sleep lightly aboard your ship. Tiari Rook claims to lead his own clan. He destroyed my clan with his slander and then dares to raise up his mishmash of slavers and pirates and call them Clan Rook. And no one has challenged them.
Maybe you can kill him twice.
Twice is a mercy. This isn't even the worst of it. The man I was with when my people fell, his clan lost all honor after I left. They joined Clan Rook. My old lover dishonors the name Mandalorian. That coward dies with the rest of Rook's filth.
First he turned his back on you, then he joined up with a man who betrayed you. I say he deserves whatever he gets.
I've often wondered if you listened when I told you about my people. Now I know. Rook's clan is on Hutta, bowing and scraping for the cartel. The scum have no discipline. Destroying their camp will be easy. When I'm finished, it will be as if Clan Rook never existed. I leave for Hutta immediately.
You look, well, not exactly happy. Less angry than usual.
It's over. The filth who destroyed my clan and dishonored its name is dead.
Great. You can help me deal with my enemies.
I welcome more worthy foes. Before he died, Rook confessed his crime. He destroyed my clan because the lie gained him a favorable contract with the Empire. He killed my people for profit, nothing more. The galaxy is no poorer without him.
People who do terrible things for profit. Boy, I'm glad I don't know anyone who fits that description.
Before taking profit, always analyze the cost. I could not have avenged my people without the resources and opportunities you've provided. I will repay that debt, Captain. For the first time in months, I've allowed myself to think about the future. Someday this war must end. What will you do when the Sith Empire rules the galaxy? Will you transfer your loyalties to them? What if your profession is outlawed?
I'll stay in business. If the Republic can't put a slave collar on me, neither can the Empire.
How much experience do you have with the Empire's slave trade? It's highly advanced. The only constant in life is change. A warrior prepares for whatever comes. Your talent for survival is impressive, Captain. But luck has its limits. I have no clan, and the man who destroyed it is dead. Without clan or foe, I am no longer a Mandalorian. But I am still a warrior. And great ones don't allow old age to take them. To die in battle, dragging many foes into the void. That is a good ending. What do you think, Captain?
I'm retiring to a resort planet somewhere. You have fun with that void thing.
You'd rather collapse into sloth and weakness? Draw your final diseased breath lying in bed? That isn't living. A warrior's end requires a worthy foe. We should keep fighting until we find ours. Tomorrow we die. Today someone else will. Ibatur Jotne Tura Shad Kiramor. I was wrong.
Context, please.
When I joined your crew, I told you I would never serve another's interests again. I could not trust anyone's purpose to suit my own. I was wrong. The longer I stay, the more loyalty I feel. There is nothing in my lifetime that could make me leave your side.
Aw, that's really nice as well. And I just gotta say that some of my options are terrible. I do not know Akavi at all. I am very, very bad at knowing which option to pick where she's actually approving of it. Yeah, pretty bad. Obviously, the Star Wars conversation system does tend to kind of mess you up a little bit, because sometimes you think that it's going to say something else, but then it ends up being something completely different. So that's a little bit of a shame. I do know you can cancel out of conversations, but I feel as though that kind of may ruin the experience unless it is a very, very big choice and you want to change that. Then obviously that's fair game, but usually with these companion conversations, I just like to go with the flow as much as I can. But anyway, let us now speak to Risha.
Count Reneld is a man of his word. He sends me daily updates about his rebellion's progress. Incredibly sweet, beautifully written updates. I knew taking Debrillion's throne would be a challenge, but this is getting complicated. I'm not falling for him, but I might have to take this marriage proposal seriously. It's smart politics.
If you think I'm letting some wealthy pretty boy come between us, guess again.
Don't you get it? My whole future will be spent with wealthy pretty people. When I am queen, my days of racing the hyperlanes are over. Can you honestly see yourself settling down on Debrillion? I'll stop bothering you. I needed to talk, and you're the only person who understands me.
Does your new boyfriend understand you like I do? Because if he doesn't, you should think about that.
He's not my boyfriend. I'm sure there's trouble somewhere with our name on it. What do you say we go take all its credits? I can't hold off Count Reneld forever. I have to answer his marriage proposal someday. But I want to make an informed decision. I was hoping you could help me out with that. In private.
I have a lot to say on the subject. I recommend we lock your door, so our conversation isn't disturbed.
You think of everything. That was a very persuasive argument.
Sweetheart, this debate's just getting started.
You've put some thought into this. I'm, listening. Intently. You know, crowns and thrones aren't that great. I could maybe live without them. Or you could trade in this starship for a palace. What do you think?
You're the only treasure I need. Everything else pales in comparison.
I'm not done talking to you. Well, that was an enlightening discussion. I think I'm gonna have to disappoint the Count, but first, I need some rest. Let's talk again later. Things on Dubrillion have taken a turn. The King's put a death mark on Count Renald's head. When the citizens heard that, they rebelled. The King imposed martial law to stop the rioting. But that got the aristocracy riled up. The whole planet's going to war.
Sounds like the Count's plan to avoid bloodshed by marrying you just went up in flames.
We were never going to unseat the King without a fight. I just hoped we'd pick the time and place. Needless to say, the Count has his hands full just staying alive. But even with all that's happened, he still wants to marry me. I can't keep putting him off. Any advice how I should play this?
You can't marry the Count. You're spending the rest of your life with me.
What? I asked you for advice, not... Do you really mean that? Oh, perfect. Time's up. That's him calling on the Hollow. All right, let's do this. Merritt, I'm glad you're safe. From what I hear, the fighting got worse after you escaped.
I cannot spare Dubrillion from war, but perhaps we can still create a better future together. I realize forging a true relationship takes time, and our marriage won't be consummated for some time, but I am hopeful. My proposal stands, dear Risha. Will you marry me?
Come on, this is a no-brainer. I mean, sure, he's rich, handsome, and popular, but I'm me.
I'm sorry, Merritt, but I can't argue with logic like that. He's had my heart longer than you. I hope we can still be friends. I'll need you to rebuild our world when the war ends.
Of course. I look forward to the day you grant me amnesty, so I may return to Dubrillion. Farewell, Risha. May the stars watch over you.
That ended better than I expected, except for that whole part with my world being at war.
You said no to the Count's proposal, but I seem to recall you had a second offer on the table.
It's under consideration. I promise not to keep you waiting for long. That's enough politics and relationship issues for one day. Let's go steal something expensive. I always feel better after a good caper.
Aha, I see. Okay, so this means we're in business. We're very serious with Risha. I like it. I like it. I like where it's going. I would like her to become the Queen of Dubrillion, of course. I think that would actually be a really cool story turning point. But let's just see. Let's see what's actually happening here. Hopefully they're not going to war and not losing too many lives.
Didn't think you could still surprise me, but proposing in front of Count Renald, that was a whammy. I wasn't sure if you were serious then, but I am now. And my answer's yes. Whatever happens, however long it takes, when I'm finally Queen of Dubrillion, you'll be my king.
It's about blasted time you came around. Do you have any idea how many beautiful women I turned away to have you?
Call me vain, but I hope it was thousands. We'll have a royal wedding someday, but let's do something personal right now. I, Risha Drayan, take you as my future king. I promise to be faithful and always apologize when I get snippy with you, except when you're wrong.
I'm not always right, sweetheart, but when have I ever been wrong?
Don't ruin this moment by forcing me to be honest. As queen, I promise to keep you in the lifestyle to which you've become accustomed, plus 10 to 20% depending on good behavior.
I accept all your terms. Can we be married already?
Yes. What do you say we make this even more official? So, how does it feel to be married?
Come to my quarters this time. I've made some modifications for you.
How can I resist that offer? You never told me you were an engineering genius. I'm staying in the captain's quarters from now on. It occurs to me that with the Void Wolf dead, we've run out of trouble. Let's go make more. I've been thinking about the future a lot lately, and I had a funny realization. Every scenario I see, you're in it. I guess that's only right, all things considered. But still, never thought I'd get this close to anyone.
That kind of talk makes me want to turn out the lights and put up a Do Not Disturb sign.
It's funny you should mention that. I've been considering a related topic. When we take over Debrillion, we'll need to start thinking about producing an heir. Maybe more than one heir. That's how dynasties stay healthy, after all.
The more the merrier. I'll put the little scoundrels to work building me a new ship.
Great idea. Father taught me all about starships when I was growing up, and I turned out great. Just think, someone with my intelligence and your reflexes, there's nothing that child couldn't accomplish. We owe it to Debrillion. Whatever happens, I promise any child of ours will have the best of everything.
Oh, now that is amazing. That is really, really cool. I love Risha. I think she is a really, really cool companion. And I think the romance was really cool because every single conversation we had, there was always a flirt option because you gotta just keep on going, and I think the witty banter between the two was just absolutely fantastic because she was always just like, no, you know, just like, go away, stop bothering me, etc. And I just thought that was really kind of cute how they eventually just got together. But anyway, that is it for the Smuggler. And that is it for Quick Draw McGraw. He is going to go on vacation. And next, there's going to be someone new popping up. And I hope you'll also enjoy that. I hope you'll be joining me for that as well. So thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time.